All right, I think we'll get started. We're broadcasting live, so just remember the mics are live now. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Ambulance Oversight Committee meeting for this quarter. As you can see, we've had a little change in some people around the table here this morning. First of all, I'd like to welcome Desi Fleming, our new Director of Public Health at Cass Fargo Public Health. And typically Desi would chair this meeting, but I'm going to do it for the next year to give her some time to get used to all of us and see how we interact with each other. But then Desi will take over again as next November is kind of the plan. So if we could do introductions here, because I'm sure Desi probably recognizes a lot of us, but if we could just start at the far end and go around the table with introductions, please.
All right, I'm the far out one, I guess, or the far end one. I'm Joe Burns. I'm the chief of the emergency department at the VA.
I'm Vicki Black from Essentia Health.
Can you pull the microphone close? Make sure we do that too when we're speaking. This microphone close. This is broadcast live.
Vicki Black from Essentia Health.
Sherm Severson with Sanford.
I'm Desi Fleming, Fargo Cass Public Health.
Steve Dirksen, Fargo Fire Chief.
Tim Meyer, Senior Director, EMS Operations, FM
Jason Evelyn with FM Ambulance.
Kathy Lonsky with FM Ambulance.
Britt Cameron, FM Ambulance.
Linda Anderson, Principal Office Associate, Fargo Cass Public Health.
And as by way of another announcement, this is Linda's last meeting with us. Linda gets to retire at the end of the month. We're all jealous of her. And then for the next year, my office manager, Andy Bollinger, over there in the black, will be taking the notes and sending out the meeting notices and things like that going forward. So, and I forgot the name.
And over next to Andy is Lori Sal, and she has been chosen to be Linda's replacement. So she will, like me, be sitting out the next year. And then when the year starts again, then Lori will start over with the minutes again when I take over the chair.
All right. Do we have any other announcements this morning? All right, seeing none, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the August 10, 2018 minutes?
So moved.
Moved by Tim Meyer. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Sherm Severson. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Data review, response time, transport destination. Tim, we'll turn it to you and whoever you want to give it to.
Jason's our data guy, so take it away, Jason.
We'll make this report detailed. Not much has changed. Most of our monthly volumes were above last year. October was a little bit of a slower month, but other than that, there was very little change, if anything. You know, a couple minor things coming in and out for top 10 primary impressions, but apart from that, volumes kind of on track with where they've been the whole year. And as far as where people are going, that's going to stay the same as well. So, on those first 6 pages, really nothing there. A couple of summary graphs that just trended over time, but all of our months, again, except for October, was down quite a bit from last year. That was a slower month for us. But apart from that, no real changes or anything in behavior. Back in the response times area, looking at the 3 months respectively, October, September, October, 98.29, 98%, and 98.83% on response times. So response times have continued to sit very well above our 90% goal. And yeah, October 8th through the 31st, there wasn't a single response time, so great stretch of time.
Great.
Entertain any questions if anybody has any.
Actually, I was reviewing this with our ER physicians,
Yeah.
and they did have a couple of questions.
Okay.
Is there a way to break out, when we're looking at these by diagnoses, is there a way to take like the top 5 most common diagnoses and break it out which facilities those top 5 went to?
So you're looking at,
So if I'm looking at August 2018, so for behavioral psych, alcohol, and I don't know, generalized weakness, is there a way to take those diagnoses and break it out to which facility those patients went to?
I would imagine so.
Would it be
Takes some
possible?
manual work. it, but if we get there,
I think they would be interested in seeing those numbers.
Which ones did you want again?
Oh, like the top
alcohol-
5 per month.
Okay,
You know,
per-
just to kind of get an idea how those.
So
are
not
breaking out.
necessarily the same thing each month,
Right.
but whatever's the top 5.
Right.
Okay.
And then the other question that they had posed was when it is coded as a patient being transported to the closest facility, how is that calculated?
Good question, actually. That is more of a legacy thing, the verbiage that we're used to saying. We have, with the opening of the new campus or new ER location with Sanford, we have basically said that it's just a matter of minutes away from either one, so there really isn't a closest anymore. It's just when they're critical and they don't have a preference which facility they're going to, or even if they're stable and they just won't make a decision, maybe they're from out of town or they don't have a preference, it's which one do they think is the quickest from where they're at. So it's kind of legacy language, but we'll still have, I don't think we'll ever probably get rid of it. It's just going to go off of traffic and where their location is and which one they think would be quickest to get to.
Thank you.
I lean on the answer every month, but it's a NEMSIS data set thing, and we cannot deselect those items in there to really narrow it down, so much like our primary impressions got diluted. To be able to take that out and say closest facility versus protocol, like in a perfect world, I'd say use protocol, because that would be saying that, it wasn't the patient's choice, but why did we divert them for whatever reason? It's a compliance thing, getting anybody to remember that, and it's a list of tons of things to pick from, and we don't have the ability to narrow that down in the software, so it's one of those, I don't want to say cats out of the bag, but the behavior is ingrained, and changing that, we can't change the software to do that.
Well, I noticed the VA is in August as the closest facility with 2 runs. So presumably they were veterans and the closest facility, but
If we use closest facility, you'd probably get half of it now, right? Wait, and if you want it. But yeah, it's the holdover thing that's stuck in that data set that we can alter.
Thank you.
Yep.
Are there any other questions on the data? Dr. Lake, welcome.
Hey, sorry.
Good to see you.
Sorry I was late.
Seeing no further questions on that item, other updates?
Well, I would like to announce that our Heart Smart community initiative to reduce cardiac arrest and stuff like that has been, reduce deaths from sudden cardiac arrest, has received a grant with the help of American Heart Association. It was, they worked with Bismarck and us to realizing that we're a little bit different from all the other rural communities in North Dakota, and we can't just hold a chili feed and teach everybody CPR. So we were able to get a grant from Otto Bremer, and we have 625 CPR Anywhere kits that anyone can use that's part of the Heart Smart group to go out and teach hands-only CPR. And if Sherm tells me he learns hands-only CPR from me and he says, I'm really interested in this, of taking this back to my work, if he promises to teach at least 5 people, he can have a kit or 2 or whatever. So the kits are available to try to encourage others to go out and help teach their community too. So those are available. So if you're interested in any of that, please contact Christy or I at FM. So teach CPR. Oh, sorry.
Kathy, is there any plans for Save a Life Saturday again next year?
Yes. Let me look at my calendar. It is February 16th of 2019 will be Save a Life Saturday out at West Acres. And I will have more, we won't have a meeting before
Yes, we
then.
will. We'll have a meeting the Friday before.
Okay, I'll
The-
give a
the week
reminder
before
then,
that,
but
so.
I will send an email out to everybody in the Heart Smart group to try to start getting people to save their calendar dates, so, yeah.
Perfect.
City newsletter?
Put it in the city newsletter?
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
sir.
is it in there?
The,
It'd be an interesting one to put in if it isn't in that.
yeah, we usually write stuff and add things in there, so.
Yeah, I don't get it, so I didn't know.
Yep. Nope, we always,
Live on the outskirts.
well, we'll make sure you get a copy, Jason. Just for you, we'll get it autographed by Desi. So.
I want yours too, I want yours too.
You should move to Fargo.
Any other updates? All right, seeing no other updates, the next item on the agenda is the meeting schedule for 2019. With our change in office spaces here, we don't have a copier available, and we're missing copies, so I'm just going to review the dates, and then Linda will send them out following the meeting for everybody. But the next meeting for the Ambulance Oversight Board is February 8th, 9 a.m. We'll continue to meet in this chambers until further notice. At some point, we're not going to meet here, we'll meet in the other building, but we're not quite ready over there yet. So the next meeting will be Friday, May 10th at 9 a.m. The next meeting is Friday, August 9th at 9 a.m. And the last one is Friday, November 8th at 9 a.m.
And I'll do an invite. a meeting
Linda will send out the
so it'll
invite,
be on
so-
your schedule.
So if you use Outlook, it'll automatically populate, so Linda's got that going forward. All right, any questions on the agenda? Anything else for the good of the order? This is the shortest meeting ever. Dr. Lako, you got anything for us?
Don't. I took over as health officer for Fargo Castle, so the only change in.
You pull the microphone just a little.
Oh, I just took over as health officer for Fargo Castle Public Health.
Perfect. So she's serving a couple roles for us now in the community.
Yep.
So.
I also do Clay County Public Health and detox.
Any other questions? Anything for the good of the order? All right, then we will stand adjourned until February 8th, 1 week prior to Save a Life Saturday.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.